There was this show, and I don't remember what the name was. It had to do something about crowd something, where this guy's daughter gets murdered. He's like a tech Mongol, and he wants to solve her murder, so what does he do? He puts the investigation live online, so that all these people globally can search for her, search for evidence, search for this, search for that. And that's how he finds, that's how he deduces and finds this murderer, the person that killed his daughter. Because the FBI and the police couldn't, because there wasn't any evidence. Yet when he crowdsourced it, the answers were there. What we see online through different movements like Q, that this is a strategy of crowdsourcing. When you can't trust the highest level of your government and your intelligence agencies to provide you unbiased, factual information with no cover-ups, what do? You go outside of them and ask other people to do it. How many of you think that the DNC hack and the RNC hack that happened in March of 2016 was done from a foreign actor? We all know it was domestic. Their documentation show it was domestic. So why are we constantly saying that Russia hacked the DNC and the RNC in March of 2016?
You need an army.
That's it. An electronic army. If I were us, I'd get on the internet, send out a major distress signal.
Hackers of the world unite.
How are you gonna take care of the cops?
This is how things are done. Remember, there are always new ways to come to solutions. I say it all the time. We need diversity in our country in general to succeed, because diversity is how we, get innovation to come forward. Because if you have a room with 10 people that wear the same khakis, same shirt, subscribe to the same ideologies, and you give them a problem, they will give you maybe one solution. Whereas if you have a room of 10 people that come from different walks of life, different ideologies, different religions, different color, they dress different, everything's different about them, and you give them that problem, they will give you millions of solutions. This is what we are seeing right now. They think they can get away with this stuff. But again, when you crowdsource, this is how you tap into a global network of people that have their own sets of skills, their own ideologies, that will see one problem from a very different angle than another person. And these people will literally find tons of solutions that will make more sense, or at least give you leads to actually find the solution. Silent geniuses across the globe have tapped into this. We have, an FBI and a global intelligence system. Again, global, because they're all in on it. That is trying to keep the peace and keep their plan in motion, which is crumbling before their eyes. They are no match for a whole planet tapped into the internet to help President Trump take them down. This is why when I see people saying we are Q, yes they are, because he's a genius. Crowdsource. I'm contributing to it myself, right? Because I'm the one that sat there and said, look, Perkins Coie sent a letter to the FBI telling them you can't have the DNC server. Here's the letter. There's documentation that Huma Abedin gave them copies of her non-disclosure agreement, so she can't tell them things and she can't give them things. These lawyers are the ones doing everything. I'm the one that said it. I even said, why is Peter Strzok there? He was raised in Iran. He has tight relations with Brennan. Brennan's running this whole thing. This is a guy who ran our intelligence agency, who literally founded a company that is the global center of all intelligence communities that people call Five Eyes. It's actually a private company he created. I've written the article, the part 3, which is unmasking methods, where I told you guys about former disgraced U.S. Ambassador John Teft and his little daughter that, works at the State Department, who's married to a former National Security Advisor, President Obama. I'll leave you with this thought. Think of what was transpiring with the Clintons and Uranium One during that period of time that Brennan stepped away and created this company in Luxembourg. Think about that for a moment, because then everything else will make sense, because they try to make you think rabbit hole. I think when coming down to what kind of population is placing a vote within the United States, I would say it's the crowdsourcers and the not crowdsourcers. Because crowdsourcing is what is getting us all this information out. Crowdsourcing is what's letting us remember. Do you know how many people on the internet right now are scouring through documents that they're able to have? Crowdsourced from people like you and me, everyone that's contributing to this research. They're looking for the story they're not telling you, because that's where the story is.